welcome to the Kids Book Review. We share books we love with you so that you can love them too. Today we're talking about interactive books. We've got 3 books here for you today by different authors. Press Here by Herve, Tullet. What's Next Door by Nicola, OByrne. And Tap the Magic Tree by Christie, Matheson. So interactive books are wonderful because they get your kids' hands involved in the reading. Not only are we reading a book out loud, engaged by a story, but we're also physically interacting with it. And that, learn by doing, right? So there's a lot of fun learning to be done here and engaging reading to get your kids into literature. But we love it even more when there's specific skills that we're practicing as we read. They interact, and as they tap each page, they make things happen, which makes their kids feel powerful and involved. But then we get them learning things like colors. Red, yellow, and blue are the colors that they focus on in this book. But we're also learning numbers. Tap the dot 5 times, all of a sudden you have 5 dots. Tip the book to the left happens later, and they get to learn their directions, left and right, and the dots slide that direction on the page. And lights on and off. So the opposites there are taught in this book. So we get to all these wonderful preschool skills your toddler and your preschool can be exposed to and practice outside of a learning environment just by reading a book. In What's Next Door, we get to talk about animal habitats, and we get to practice some preschool skills of tracing. Each time we try to take the alligator home, we have to trace a line. Those are pre-drawing skills, pre-writing skills. So if your kid's not into drawing or writing, at least they're tracing things and starting to learn to use that dexterity. And then we travel to a new place and we learn where alligators can live and where they can't live. He doesn't belong in the middle of the ocean, so we have to make a new door to take him to a new place till we find out where he does belong. And then we get to talk about all the different animals that show up in the book and where they live. We're thinking about animal habitats and what type of environments animals belong in, and we're also practicing skills until he finally makes it home near the end of the book. Tap the Magic Tree is really fun because not only do we get some very unique interactions with the book, but we also get to see the seasons of the tree. So we go from spring, where we're tapping and counting to put leaves on the tree, but then we're also doing some fun things like jiggling the tree to have the apple blossoms fall and then brushing them away. We have apples that grow on the tree and take us into fall, and then we get to blow on the leaves and make them fall off the tree, which is super fun. But then we get to do some other fun things like clap our hands to bring the snow, and then the cycle begins again, and we get to see at the very end how the leaves are growing back on the tree and it's spring again. So we get to see the whole cycle from no leaves to a full summer, fall, winter, and spring again. So we're learning the seasons while we're interacting with this book. So all of these interactive books that we've talked about today have basic preschool skills that we need to know. Like, we need to know the seasons of the year, we need to know how to draw, and we need to know how to count and what left and right is. Those are all things that they're going to learn in preschool. So if you can lay the groundwork for that with interactive books that are really engaging or reinforce what they're already learning in preschool through these interactive books, I highly recommend them. Have I missed your favorite interactive book? I would love to know what you're reading, so please comment below. If you would like to subscribe, you can get more updates on all of the books we're reading and all the different things we recommend. Please like this video, and I hope we see you again at the Kids Book Review.
We share books we love with you, so that you can love them too.